When you're going through processes like this, your unconscious mind wants to speak the truth.
Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James, the only podcast you need to tune into each week to grow your personal, professional, and financial life. Join entrepreneur, investor, and multi-award-winning international speaker Jessen James as he shows you how to take control of your mind to create the life, income, and career you deserve. Here's your host, Jessen James.
I asked you to write down your towards beliefs in those areas of your life. Here's what I'd like you to do now, and we need some music for this team, please, is I want you to write down your away beliefs in those areas of your life again. Now, some of you are going to find this really easy. These are your unsupportive beliefs around relationships, family, business, finances, health, spirituality, personal development. Write them down now. You at home as well, start to do this, please. Okay? Take your time with it, relax, and take your time with it. If they're no longer part of your beliefs, then don't write them down. No. Just any little ones that you might have right now. Okay? It will vary amongst people. Some people might have more than others. Some people might not have any in certain areas. It's absolutely fine. All I would say is be honest with yourself. If you have to think about it, write it down. If you feel... By the way, not just people in the room, but everybody at home, if you feel any emotion coming up whilst you're doing this, that's fine too. That's normal. That's part of the process. That's fine. So part one, let me answer part one first. I'm a bit loud up here, by the way, team. Part one, if you don't have any limiting beliefs around spirituality, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. What I would say to you, though, is if you don't have any limiting beliefs in any of your areas, you're lying. You're not being honest with yourself. I've done this exercise with thousands of people. And if I can sit up here and tell you that I still have limiting beliefs, what makes you so special? We're all human. So for anyone at home saying, I'm bulletproof, I don't have any limiting beliefs. Well, I don't have any limiting beliefs is a limiting belief. So congratulations, you do. All right? And the second part of the question was...
How about if we believe, how about if we have a belief, which can be both sides, i.e. towards and away?
Good. Yes, you're going to notice some overlap. Okay? You're going to have some beliefs that you feel are also away and towards. All right? And that's fine. You've got to make sure they're serving you. For example, being afraid of jumping in front of a bus is a rational fear to have. It's a very rational limiting decision, a limiting belief to have. Okay? So it serves you. Okay? Believing that you are stronger than the bus is not actually a towards belief. It will kill you, which doesn't serve you. So it's knowing the difference between them. Which ones serve me, which ones don't. Okay? Because look, there is such a thing as being so toward that you are ignorant to real life risk. There are some people out there that they just go, I'm unstoppable, nothing can finish me, watch this, and they jump in front of the bus, and next thing you know, we're attending their funeral. Okay? There are some things that will overlap, but learn to know the difference between the two. Okay? Any more questions? Anyone in the room? And people at home, if you've got any more questions, type them in the chat box. The team will have a quick look at those.
I have a question about the family. I can't come up with any...
You can't come up with any, what?
Limited beliefs.
So away beliefs around family.
Yeah.
You don't have any?
I just can't think of any.
Okay. Do you want to think of any? You do. So if you could pick one right now, what would it be? Around family. Is this to do with your parents, kids? Do you believe?
No. I don't believe that tough behavior with kids can bring them better. So that's a negative or positive. So
you don't believe tough behavior with kids can make them better.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's a toward belief.
Okay, so I think I understand wrong then. Family.
For example, in family, a limiting belief around family might be, I believe that my family don't love me. Or I believe that I don't do enough for my family. Or yeah, does that make sense? Does the penny drop now? Good. Yeah? Fantastic. Good. Any other questions in the room? Anyone else got any questions? Everyone finished this? That's fine. Don't force it. What I would say is that there are some there. They just haven't, you've buried them so freaking deep that you don't want to bring them up anymore. And they come up in some very funny situations. It's like when you're put in a situation, suddenly this limiting belief pops up, and you didn't even know it was there. Like, in your face. Where did this come from? I didn't even know it was there. Yeah? It happens. Go and hang around with David's family, apparently, and you'll get some limiting beliefs around family. Good. Any questions at home? Anything at home?
Quick one from Alexandra.
Yep.
Very painful thinking about these. Almost don't want to think about them and address them.
Very powerful statement from Alexandra. It's painful to go through this. It's painful to think about them. Now, look, some of you in the room may have also experienced that. Some of you at home, in fact, just people at home, just give me a wave or raise your hand if you found that a bit challenging as well. Just show me your hands, yeah? Fantastic, excellent. Yeah, look at that, wow, yeah? So Alexandra, first of all, you're not alone, lovely. We're all messed up together, all right? So what that means is it's normal. But here's the thing. It's the same thing that we need to overcome if we're going to move on with our lives. Because those things that are painful are also the blessings that we're refusing to learn. Okay? So it's okay not to be okay. It's just not okay staying there, that's all. Okay? So that's a perfectly normal part of the process. Definitely a normal part of the process. Okay? So good. Anything else at home?
So one from Dipti. Can I write for spirituality? I believe I still have a lot to learn.
Sorry, say that again.
Can I write for spirituality?
Yeah.
I believe I still have a lot to learn. So that's the belief is I believe I still have a lot to learn. So it's a positively stated away from belief.
Yes, Dipti, it's a positively stated away from belief. Yes. That's actually, for me, a toward belief. It's not an away belief. Yeah? It's a toward belief. Yeah, I have more to learn in spirituality. It's fine. Yeah? That is a good belief. Yeah? But you've already given me the good stuff. I'm interested in the crap. That's what I wanted now. I gave you permission to give me your crap. Okay? So what we're going to do now, everybody, is I want you to choose, slides please, for everyone at home. I want you to choose your top away from belief that you've got on your list right now that you wish to get rid of. Okay? So I'll give you all a moment, you at home as well. I'll give you a moment to choose your favorite one. Choose the one that, should you get rid of it right this very moment, it would bring you the biggest result. Pick that one. Yeah? So it could be to do with your business, it could be to do with your family, it could do with your confidence, your self-worth. Which one? Because the problem with these limiting beliefs, which you'll discover in a minute, is that a lot of them stem from emotion. Now, what you need to understand about emotions are that when the emotions are very high, the intelligence is very low. Think about that. When the emotions are high, the intelligence is low. For example, raise your hand if you were really angry once and did something stupid. Yes? You at home as well? Good. It happens. The intelligence was down. Okay? What happened when you returned to baseline? You made a more logical decision. Is that, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done this. Shouldn't have done that. Okay? So what you need to understand is that limiting belief that you've got at the moment, the one that you want to pick, is one that's based on emotion. It's probably not rational. So in a moment, we're going to go through some questions that's going to help you get rational. Yeah? Ever been told or ever told someone to get yourself together? Raise your hand if you've done this before. You at home as well? Ever been told? Get yourself together? Good. Well, here it is. Get yourself together. It's time to get yourself together. All right? So, everyone got their one? Type number 1 in the chat box if you've done it. Type number 1 in the chat box at home if you've got your favorite belief away from. Everybody in the room got one? Raise your hand if you got one in the room. You all got one? Yes? You should all have one. Yeah? Good. So, we are going to go through some questions now, at home and here. So you can all answer these questions as we go through this. So, that particular belief, here's what I want you to do. Write it down on a fresh piece of paper. I'll just give you a moment to do that. Write it down on a fresh piece of paper. And remember, it's the one that will give you the biggest result if you get rid of it. We can. So that's a great thing. So those of you at home, you probably didn't hear that. Some people were asking, can we get rid of more than one? Can we do 2? You can, but not yet. Why? Because look, please understand that a great mentor, a great coach doesn't create codependencies. I don't want you to need me after this. I want you to be able to have the skills that you can use yourself at home to get rid of these beliefs. So the series of questions that I'm about to ask you around this one belief, what can you do with those questions after this event? Use them on the other beliefs that you want to get rid of, okay? But this only works if you focus on one belief at a time, all right? So you're welcome to write down these questions that I'm about to share with you. The majority of these questions have actually been given permission by one of my mentors to use. These are his questions, these are not mine. I've modified a lot of them on the back end, but a lot of the front-ended questions that I'm about to take you through from one of my mentors, David Shepherd, who taught me about belief busting and stuff and things like that, yeah? So I wanted to share that with you because I thought they were a really, really powerful process, okay? So we all got one? Yeah. Good. Are you sure you want to get rid of it? Yeah. Are you sure? Because some of you, enjoy it. Like, some of you at home are enjoy this thing. You want it? Everyone at home, do you want to get rid of it? Yes or no? Yes? We do? Great. Let's get stuck in. First question. Does this belief empower me? Simple yes or no. Does this belief empower me? Next question. Does this belief enable me to be more or less? Does this belief enable me to be more or less? Next question. Does this belief enable me to do more or less? Next question. Does this belief enable me to have more or less? Everyone caught up with these questions? Type number 1 in the chat box at home if you're up to date with the questions so far. Yes, lots of ones. Fantastic. I can see it. Fantastic. Thank you. Good. Next question. I want you to take a moment and really, really think about this. What has this belief cost you in the past? The key to answering these questions, both here and at home, the key to answering these questions is just to allow yourself to write whatever comes into your mind first. Because let me explain something to you. When you're going through processes like this, your unconscious mind wants to speak the truth. It wants to tell you the truth. What suppresses it? Your conscious mind. Ever been in a situation before where someone says something to you and you really, inside your head, you talk to yourself and go, I want to tell them this. And what happens? Your conscious mind goes, don't do that. It's not a good thing to say. Shut your mouth. Don't say it, okay? Just zip it, okay? It's not a good idea, right? This is why people speak the truth when they're drunk. Because there's no conscious filters. They're all coming up then. It's just all going up. Let me tell you about yourself, you, right? It all bubbles up, all right? So what I want you to do during this exercise is just allow yourself to say whatever you want to yourself. Remember, I'm not going to look at this. This is for you. It's not for me, all right? If you're at home doing it with a partner, doing it with someone else or whatever it might be, this is a personal experience. You don't need to share answers or anything like that. So write whatever you want on it, okay? If you're at home doing this experience with your partner or whatever it might be and there's stuff that you rather they didn't see or whatever, just respect each other enough not to look at each other's stuff, all right? Good. Next question. Next question. What is this belief costing you right now? Right now. What is this belief costing you right now? Is it costing you pain, hardship, worry, stress, anxiety, depression, sadness, fear, anger, hurt? What's it costing you right now? Now, we haven't finished these questions because we've got a lot more of these questions to go through right now. But everybody here and people at home, type yes in the chat box if you're already starting to see that this belief isn't very logical. Raise your hand if you're starting to see this. Yeah? Give me a yes down below in the chat box if you agree. Everybody at home? Yeah? This is why I'm asking you to do this. I'm taking the emotion out of it. I'm engaging your logical brain. Because none of us think logically, do we? Yeah? We always do stuff and go, oh, I wish I'd done that. I wish I had done this. I wish I'd done that instead, right? So this is starting to make a bit more sense now. Good. So, question for you. Ready? What needs to happen to make this belief false? What needs to happen to make this belief false? You write it down. For some of you, it might be, what needs to happen to make this belief false? I need to meet the person of my dreams. Or I need to see some money land in my bank account. Or whatever. What needs to happen to make this belief false? Now, it's perfectly normal, thank you everyone at home, to feel some resistance when you're doing this. Yeah? Some of us still might be tempted to hold on to it. Because logically, you know it makes no sense what you wrote down. You do know that. That limiting belief you wrote down makes no sense, logically. But all this time, your emotions have been keeping you attached to that. And that's normal because that's how our brains work. Our brains don't work according to how we associate to things. They don't work with logic. They work with emotion. For example, logic tells you to leave an abusive relationship. What keeps you there? Emotion. What will people think? What if I never find love again? What if nobody will believe me? What if everyone thinks I'm bad? That's what keeps you there. So I'm trying to move you away from this emotion at the moment, and it's like trying to pull you back. So it's okay to have some resistance around that, but remember, your unconscious mind wants to tell you the truth. It also wants to tell you that belief that you wrote down is complete and utter nonsense. So let it tell you that. I know you don't like the truth, but this is a good truth to know. All right? Good. Next question. What was the purpose of having that belief before? There's something you should all understand about problems and limiting beliefs. They all have what is called secondary gain. For some of us, that belief, what purpose did it serve before? The secondary gain was keep me protected. Keep me safe. So I don't get hurt again. So what was the purpose of that belief? What was it? What was the purpose of having that belief before? Was it just to trick yourself into playing small? Kid yourself? Good. Next question. What do you want to believe instead now? What do you want to believe instead now? What do you want to believe instead? I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm resilient, I am needed in this world, I am capable. And be careful when you write this down, okay? Because some of you might be writing, what do I believe instead now? That I need to step up. No. That's not a good thing. I need to step up presupposes you have work to do. You don't have any work to do. I'm powerful enough to step up, is what you should be writing down. Is this making sense? Be mindful of what you write down, okay? Sometimes it might keep you stuck again. So just check what you've written down. What do I need to believe instead? Just sound check it against yourself. Make sure it's powerful. Now, this new belief that you've just written down, here's what I want you to do with it. I want you to underline it or circle it or highlight it or whatever you've got to hand. just make sure you make it stand out from everything else that you've written on the page. Very important part of the process. Because this is your new belief. Now, what you might start to notice is the belief that you previously had has logically disappeared because it doesn't make any sense. Now, your inclination will be to go and revisit it, but your logical brain knows it's not true. So now your logical brain knows it's not true. Next time you catch yourself doing it, saying it's not true, because the logic is kicked in. And it's right there, what you want to believe instead now. Now, here's another question for you. How do you know that this is true now? How do you know that this belief is true now? This new belief. How do you know it's true? Jessen told you. How do you know it's true? Yes, maybe it is. Someone else told you. You ever had that before where you do something really cool and someone gives you a compliment and goes, God, you're really good at that. And you go, me? Really? That's you rejecting stuff. Next time someone says, you're really good at that, go, yeah, I know. I'm freaking amazing. I'm really good at that. So how do you know that it is true now? How do you know it's true? I feel it. I've got evidence to support it. Why? Because I used to be like this, so I've got evidence to support it. So it's true. You never became this limiting belief. You decided to choose it. It was never there.
Hey everyone, it's Jessen here, and I hope you're getting value so far. Do me a favor, whatever platform you're listening on right now, go ahead and subscribe or follow. Also remember to leave us a review or rating so that we can always improve this show and make it even better for you. And be sure to check out the show notes down below where you can find links to follow me on all social platforms, as well as up-to-date information about anything that we're doing right now.
How do you know that this is true now? Next question. Slides, please. Who else do you know? Or who else do you know the new belief is true? Excuse the typos on there. That should just say, who else knows that this new belief is true? Who else knows that this new belief is true? Is it your friends? And write their names down specifically. Who is it? Is it your kids? Is it you? Is it your partner? Is it me? Who else knows that this belief is true, this new one? That you are incredible, that you are amazing, whatever it is. Who else knows? Next question. It's the last one. How will this new belief serve you from now on? Just take a moment and write it down. What is it going to allow you to do? What is it going to release you to do now? Is it going to allow you to accept love into your life? Is it going to allow you to step into your greatness? Is it going to allow you to go out and live your dreams? How will this new belief serve you from now on? Once you've finished writing that, people at home as well, type number 1 in the chat box if you've finished writing it. Type number 1 in the chat box so I can see. Fantastic. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. Once you've finished writing these things of how it will serve you now, I want you to read them inside your head. Everyone in the room and at home, read them now, and I want you to feel it. And remember earlier, I told you to circle or underline or highlight your new belief. I also want you to highlight, circle, or underline these things here. New belief, this is what it will do for me. New belief, this is what it will do for me. And I want you every single day, whenever you feel like the old one is creeping back up, read those two things. Now, for people who are willing to actually do that process with all the other beliefs, you've got a list of crap there somewhere. Yeah? Not here, but after the event, I actually encourage you all to pick a few of those each week and go through this process. And eventually you'll have a bank of positive beliefs and reasons why they'll benefit you. And once you've done them all, you can put them all. For those of you who like spreadsheets, stick it into a spreadsheet. For those of you who want to put it on a Word document, put it in a Word document. If you want to make a poster out of it, make a poster out of it. New belief, this is how it will benefit me. New belief, this is how it benefit me. And eventually what will happen is you'll just have this bank of positive beliefs and affirmations for yourself, which become your little thing, your little go-to when you're having a rough time. Because the truth of the matter is this. What I've just shared with you, we have this little thing called life that happens. Life is life and things happen. Please understand that. So they are going to pop up every now and then. So I want you to have this to hand. Is this making sense? Raise your hand if this is making sense to you. Yeah? Have this to hand. Really, really important. New belief, and how will it serve me? Good. So, everyone at home, type number 1 if you're done. Type number 1 if you're done. Fantastic. Good. Okay. Before we go for a break, who would like to share their new belief and how it will serve them? Anyone in the room? Yes, Ree, go for it. Mike, do we need a mic? Can we cut the music, please? Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I wrote down, I'm smart enough to focus on less so I can do more. It's going to serve me by focusing on one part of the business that's going to help more people.
Fantastic. So you're smart enough to focus on less, not more.
Yeah.
And it will allow you to focus on an area of your business that will help more people.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So next time you catch yourself going all over the place, losing focus, what you're going to do? You're going to look at this. You're going to bring you back down to earth. Yeah? Really good one. Excellent. Fantastic. Anyone else? Who wants to share? Yeah, go for it, Ollie. Might need a microphone. Hang on. At home as well, feel free to type it in the chat box. We'll give you a little shout out.
So the change is absolutely nothing goes wrong. And
new belief is absolutely nothing goes wrong.
Nothing goes wrong.
I love that.
I attract love and money, and I'm super lucky.
There we go. I love that. I attract love and money, and it's super lucky. Give him a round of applause. I love that. I love that. We got any from home? Anyone at home? What we got? What have we got?
1 second. Got loads of ones. I have to wade through them.
You got? Oh yes, loads of people typed to one.
From Hafiz, I believe I can successfully build my business.
Good.
Just for Ollie, you got a clap from Fabio Arante.
Hey.
Oi, oi. Yep, the pineapple pizza.
So Hafiz he believes he can build his business.
Yes, I can successfully build my business.
Good.
Sandra, I can do anything I want and am unstoppable. That will allow me to stand up and out.
Good. That's a really good one. She believes she can do anything. She's unstoppable.
Yep. Merte, so back over to our Dutch correspondents over here. I am destined to create my own warm and loving family. I am destined to become a mum, which I think is actually quite beautiful.
That's beautiful. Give her a round of applause for that. It's such a beautiful thing to say.
Absolutely. I'm going to just go through them as well. So from Nikita, I believe I'm made of love and I am powerful enough to love, which I think, again, is another beautiful one.
Oh, hang on. Let's repeat that. I believe
I am made of love.
Yes.
And I am powerful enough to love.
Listen to that. That is such an amazing belief. Yeah? Understand this. Every single human being in this room, on this planet, you were made from what? Love. You were made from love. Right? Whether you choose to believe it or not, and I want to get technical because there's kids watching. Ask your parents. How about that for a question? Anyway. Not getting involved with that. I've yet to have that conversation with my children, so I'm not going to take that limelight from you. Anyway, we were all born from love. And along the way, life beats us up a little bit, and it stopped us from loving ourselves. It also stopped us from loving others. But now you're powerful enough to do what? Love. Absolutely. Good. Any more?
Yeah, I'm just going to a couple more out.
Couple more?
Helen Cook, I am an amazing mother, and I am the best mother my girls could have. I am everything my children need.
Wow. Give her a round of applause for that one. That's a really, really good one.
Yep. Next one. From Joe, I'm capable of earning 10K per month. I have the resources and help I need to do it.
Love it, love it.
Awesome.
Money one, fantastic. Give him a round of applause.
Yep. Jessica, so I'm right. I am the leader. I am the most powerful force in the room. I am the sharpest player and the opportunity in everything.
Wow.
That's
now, how's that
crazy.
for? That's a fiery one. That one is. That's a really fiery one. I like that. I like that.
Yep.
I just want to bring the attention back to the mother one for a second. But I think it was
Yes.
Helen. Be careful, parents. Raise your hand if you got kids. Raise your hand if you don't know. I've asked that question before, and once this lady put her hand up, I was like, you'd know if you had kids, love. You'd trust me. All right? So here's the thing. Be careful as parents, because sometimes if we're in a disempowered state and we don't have good beliefs around ourselves, guess what that goes into? The kids. So when you have this little subconscious belief that I'm not a good parent, perception is projection. What did I tell you this morning? Whatever you perceive, you'll project it. You will project that onto your children, and your children will start to see that you're not a good parent. Yeah? And then you become oversensitive, and you'll be looking for reasons to validate why you're not a good parent, such as when you tell them off. Now, I don't know about you, but I've done this before, told my kids off, and then later on gone, I'm such a bad parent. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah? And now, if you're already hypersensitive towards being a bad parent, what are you going to do with that? You're going to go, see, I told you so. You're a bad parent. Told you you're crap. Told you you're horrible. Told you you're this. And you're going to stack on it and stack on it and stack on it and stack on it. Yeah? But don't do that. Understand that you're powerful and you're an amazing parent. Yeah? Good. Did you want to say one more, or are you good?
There's loads.
There's so many. Give me one more. Give me one more. Let's have one more positive belief.
Okay, I'm just going to Russian roulette it. Pick one. I like this one from Dunya. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Dunya. It is Dunya. Hello, Dunya.
Hi, Dunya. I see my true self and I have found my purpose, or find my purpose.
I see my true self.
And find my purpose.
And find my purpose.
Yeah.
Yes?
So obviously paraphrasing, but that's
okay.
Yeah.
So add every day on the end of that.
Boom.
I see my true self and my true purpose every day. That's a new belief. Yeah? We good? Fantastic. Anyone else in the room want to share one? You mean you didn't have one? Or you don't want to share it? You guys are selfish. All these people at home, everybody at home, do you think they should share some of their beliefs? Yes or no? Yes? 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 Thumbs up? Good, there we go. Here we go. Ben's going to share. Good, go for it.
I believe I can have a better relationship with my mum.
Oh, let's say that one again.
I believe I can have a better relationship with my mum.
I believe I can have a better relationship with my mum. And what will this new belief do for you? What will this new belief do for you? How will it serve you?
I don't know whether I believe it, to tell you the God's honest truth.
That's not about belief. Is what will it what will it allow you to do?
Every question.
What will it allow you to do? How will it serve
It'll
you?
allow me to move forward.
Right.
It'll allow my kids to have a better relationship with
Right.
my mum.
Very good.
Yeah.
So-
I need to believe that, though.
Right. So here's the thing, yeah? There's sometimes we hold back, like sometimes we hold on to these feelings of like, look, I've seen this happen so many times. Maybe you've seen it, yeah? Grown-ups have issues, kids suffer. Yeah? So for example, if you had something with your mum that's preventing her from having a better relationship with your children.
I recognise what's going on.
1 second, say that again.
Sorry, I said I recognise what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've done enough with my own personal growth to recognise what's happening,
Mm-hmm.
but still can't move past that to fix it.
Okay. And would you like to move past it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. Maybe I'll do that for you while you're here. Cool. So, anyone else want to share? No? I do like that last one from Ben, by the way, right? Sometimes we have grudges with people, and we're like, right, that's it. Because of that person, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to allow them to do this. I'm not going to allow them to do that. Yeah? It screws things up. It screws things up. Sometimes, like maybe if you've got an ex-partner, maybe you've had children with someone before, but you're not with them anymore, and you're harboring negative feelings towards that person. Who suffers in the end? Children. You sort of grown up enough to sort your own crap out. How dare you pour that onto the little kids? They don't know anything. Yeah? So these new beliefs, they'll serve you moving forwards. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, what's really happening with these new beliefs is not only are they going to help other people, who are they going to help? Ourselves. Give us some inner peace. Okay? So good. Did you enjoy that process? Yes or no? Yes? People at home, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. So make a note before you go on a break. Hang on a second. Quick tip for you. Should have told you guys this earlier on. But you should have a separate piece of paper. Everybody at home as well, everyone here, you should have a little separate piece of paper to one side with 2 columns on it. Further reading. So sometimes I might recommend something or say something that you want to look up, not now, but later on. Write it in this column. You should have another column called actions, where you write things that you need to do in the next 72 hours or in the next week. One of the things I want you to write in your actions column is to run those questions through any other beliefs that you might have. Okay? You might do one at a time, you might do a few at a time. You might decide to block out a whole day and just go through a whole day of busting out all of these beliefs. Can we get a copy of them questions, team? Can we arrange that? I'm sure we can. Yeah, we can? Fantastic. We can arrange that. All right? So it'll probably happen after the event, okay, where we arrange those questions. But that will be one of your homeworks to do, for you guys to do. Cool. Did you enjoy that? Yes. Good. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed this episode of the Mind Over Money podcast. I have an invitation for you right now. If you would like to learn how to become a world-class public speaker, maybe you'd like to be someone who goes out and shares your gift with the world, makes this world a better place, motivate, inspire people. Or maybe you'd like to be someone who's got a business and you learn how to grow that business through selling one to many on the stage. Wherever you are, whether you're looking to motivate people or grow your company, public speaking is one of the best tools you can use. And I'm grateful and blessed to have trained thousands of entrepreneurs in this, and having been on multiple stages myself, sharing my message with thousands of people globally, I feel I'm blessed and skilled to be able to share that with you. Now look, somewhere around the description there's a link. Click on it, get yourself booked in and have a conversation with one of my team. During that conversation, they'll discuss what kind of speaker are you and what you could be. For example, are you a motivational speaker, or are you a business speaker, a speak-to-sell speaker, or are you just going to look at becoming a trainer? Because look, hey, we're always looking for more speakers and trainers and people that we can bring into our team as well. They'll also identify what your income goals could potentially be over the next 12 months once you qualify as a professional speaker. Look, it might be great for you to go out and help people, but you may as well get paid for it as well. All right, so we'll discuss that with you on the call. So look, jump on the call, speak to my team, find out which is the best option for you, and get involved in this beautiful craft called public speaking. And I promise you, it will bring you the most fulfillment ever. So go ahead, in the description, click on the link and book yourself in with one of my team right now.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels, links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessenjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.